Thank you, Charla Hester, for being a channel member. The texture pack we're reviewing in today's video is the Realism Sci-Fi 128x or 64x texture pack by GoE-Craft. It's currently rated 4.3 stars out of 5 stars from 17 reviews, and it currently costs 830 mine tokens, which is the equivalent of £3.99 in my local currency. It says, Realism Sci-Fi Textures. Transform your world into an extraterrestrial planet with this super sharp, realistic, alien resource pack. HD 128x or 64x hyper realism textures, alien mob designs, 3D tools, weapons and armors, animated leaves, block variants, custom UI, 3D fog, realistic space biomes, galactic sci-fi sky. Only the resource pack is included and it works in any world. Let's get this texture pack reviewed. Welcome back to the home of the texture pack review. I am your host, the Daz Man, and in today's video we are in a brand new creative world for the Realism Sci-Fi 128x/64x texture pack. If this video is any use to you, entertaining, educational, informational, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment down below with your opinion, your feedback, your comments, or your suggestions. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let me jump over to the left-hand side. We're going to get straight into the UI on the screen right now. And let me tell you, so first of all, there are crashes in this game. The game does crash. It has crashed for me a couple times. I think it might have something to do with the file size, which is 361 megabytes. It's quite a big texture pack. It's quite up there with Kingdoms at the moment, in all honesty. And that means it's processing quite a lot, I think, which means we may need to turn down our render distance just to make the game easier to manage the texture pack, if that makes sense. Also, there are a few bugs in sense of when I go into the creative menu, the images don't load up straight away. Takes a few seconds for it to happen. Also affects the hotbar as well. I just wanted to mention that from the off because this is a big texture pack. It's another realism pack. It's a hyper realism pack. People are gonna care and want to know about this, and so I don't want you guys like experiences being ruined here. Now, with it being a hyper realism pack, obviously that does mean some of the textures are going to be harsh. We know this. It's going to be very, very jarring, very un-Minecraft-like. But there is people out there who want this type of texture pack. So I'm going to try to look at this pack like I'm one of those people. Now, let's have a little look around. And immediately we're shown we're not on Earth. We're not on Minecraft Earth. We're not on Earth. We are in a brand new universe, a brand new galaxy. It is an awesome sky. It's very, very un-Minecraft-esque, and that just continues when we look around the world because, I mean, look at it. It's different colors. We've got reds, we've got purples, we've got different grass. It's just immense right now, and this is how it looks with the render distance on full. I'm going to change the render distance so that it's on 18 chunks so that we can see what the fog looks like quite effectively. And so I've put the render distance on 18 chunks. Hopefully that lets the game handle it better. Now, I'm not saying it's a perfect fix. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I would love it if texture packs could just work at the recommended chunk settings. But if it works, then it works. Let's get over here now. Let's have a look at the water first. So around a sandy area, it's like we get sand particles in the water because we get a bit of yellow and a little bit of orange going on here. We've got purple water looking very cloudy. I wouldn't drink the water on this planet, in all honesty. The sky does look mad, doesn't it? It's kind of crazy. If we get close up, there is an animation here. There is a slight, subtle movement to the water where if we're standing on a beach like this, you can see it. I do like the feeling of the color changes in the water, though. I do think that's a really nice change. I think that's really, really good. In terms of the sand, so this is where the hyper-realism is going to start coming in. I am on record as saying I don't like photorealism, hyper-realism in Minecraft. I feel like the world is just not made for it. There are no straight lines in nature. Cue the people who tell me about some rock or diamond or something that works perfectly straight. It's you know, it's not the it's not the prover of the rule, basically. There aren't straight lines in nature as a generalization, and it just feels weird. But like I said, there are people who do like it. I love the color, though. I do love the fact that they've got such a massive, drastic change to the world. The grass, awesome. Now, it does say there is variation as well, which I think is where that's coming from. So we've got the grass variations here. You've either got some with some flowers on, some with just grass, some with a bit of extra smish smash on it. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you've definitely got the variation in the grass. And it's not too bad. Like, it's not overloaded. Obviously, you've got the main texture, which is this one here. But adding in the variation is really nice. We can pop over here and see some flowers and stuff as well. Again, with that hyper-realism effect going on here. I like this. This is kind of nice. The azure bluette is not... Whoa. Okay, we're no longer talking about flowers. So we've got a pig, which from behind here, I'm not actually too against. The hyper-realism kind of working. It's when he turns. Oh, my days. Look at that. Look, so firstly, what I like. I love the fact that he's got 3 eyes. Okay, I love that. Creativity out the wazoo right there. Absolutely amazing. But the eyes are weird. We are using the 128x version. You would have seen in the GUI that I put the comparison of 128 and 64. 64 very blurry. Just kind of crazy with the eyes though. I just want to see if there's any mob variations. No mob variations, at least not on the pig. Okay. That was... Okay, the eyes, very weird. Very weird eyes. We've got a sheep over here, which seems a little bit more normal. You're not an alien sheep. How you doing? That's weird that you'd go for a alien pig, but not an alien sheep. Okay, let's get a few of these spawned in and just see the different colors. There we go. So the wall effect, it's okay. It's not the best looking in my opinion, but it's okay. If we shear them, they keep the underside and it does stay color consistent, whereas the top side still feels very naked. Okay, not too bad at all. The pig so far is my favorite because of the creative change. The eyes on the sheep wasn't too bad though. The eyes on the pig was a little bit jarring. Let's see what happens if I can find a cow or a chicken. So we've got some cows over here as well. And I just wanted to draw attention to the fact. So if we're on a realism pack, you know, attention to detail matters. It's very jarring that the grass on the side of the block is green, but the grass on the top is purple. Now, does that mean that the grass changes color depending on what biome you're in? Maybe. Whoa. Okay. So to answer my original question, maybe it does. We'll try and find out. No variation on the cows. Whoa, this guy looks like he's seen some stories, man. Again, the eyes, mental. I do not like the eyes at all. The design, I can live with this. It looks like it's got some like infestation or something on it. That's not too bad, but the face is just crazy, honestly. Why can't packs get eyes correctly? Especially in hyperrealism, it's so weird. I'm loving the creativeness, right? I feel like you have to talk about creativity versus artistic, right? So the creative design behind this texture pack so far, I'm really liking. The artistic nature, how it's implemented, I'm a little bit more unsure of. While we wait for a chicken to spawn, let's spawn in some horses and just see what we've got going on. Okay. All right, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. It's got understated eyes. The eyes on the horse are so much nicer than the eyes on the pigs and the cows. They're so understated. They're awesome. And I like the design as well. Like, it feels like it's got scales. It feels like it's got mad amount of muscle. I like that. I can forgive the log for a tail. Yeah, I don't mind this, you know. There is a lot more positive than negative here. The eyes of the pig and the cow will take me out of it, though, I'm afraid. Let's get a skeleton horse. Oh, wow. Hello. How are you? Hi. Almost got like a bow-legged effect. I like the dual colors. Just double check. No, okay. Definitely no variation looking there. I like that 2-color tone. That is really nice. It really is nice. I do like that. And then if we go for the zombie horse, just put him down. I don't know why. I still don't know why I look at the zombie horse. I don't think it's in the main game, but we're here. It's there. Who cares? Let's do it. Okay, I like the exposed rib cage. I just like the skin in general, that muscular, scalia design. Very, very nice. Now, do we have a chicken anywhere? And so we've got a chicken spawning and wow, okay, so they've gone half and half. The cow and the sheep don't have any alien real aspects to it. The cow did have an infestation, but didn't really have alien aspects. The chicken and the pig get these free eye effects. I have to say, the eyes on the chicken don't offend me as much as the eye on the pig. Maybe it's the smaller area. No variation. I love the color change again. Very like pink and red and purple in this world, which is just, it's definitely alien. I wanted to know what this was, so I checked it. It's a pumpkin, which is just weird in all essence. Just very, very weird. Be interesting to see how a carved pumpkin looks. I just want to quickly go and see how it looks in another biome to see if the grass changes color. And so we're going to be transferring from what seems to be like standard grass into an acacia biome. There is definitely a hint of a color change. It gets a little bit more orangey. It gets quite a lot more orangey. That transition's not bad, actually, from the purple to the orange. Not bad at all, but it really does annoy me that the side of this grass hasn't changed. That needs to change, but I do like that the color changes. That's really nice. And you get really orangey, burnt effects out here as well. I love the feel of the world. The sky is mad. Some of the textures are very harsh. Some of the mobs are very harsh. But you know what? It's definitely dedicated to the cause, and I can respect that. Creativity-wise, it's awesome. What's this? Dirt blocks. We've got dirt variation. Stone blocks. Not seeing immediate stone variation. Diorite. I think there is stone variation. Oh, yeah, that definitely looks different to that. So very subtle variations. So we've got block variation. We've got some harsh textures. We've got some harsh worlds, but we've got some amazing colors. I think this is definitely a lot better than worse. And I've spent enough time here in this section. Let's go and find a village and let's see what villagers look like. And so we're approaching another village now. We've got another grass color change. So now we've got blues. You've got heavy purple in like birch forests. There's also the red over there in other biomes too. The use of color is amazing. I need to give that respect. But then look over here as well. You've got more blue in terms of the spruce. So it's like the biomes and the trees you would expect to see in those biomes, get their own color effects. I think this has come out at the perfect time after all of the controversy of the biomes add-on. This could pick up a really nice place for that. It's a shame there aren't any new biomes in the world, but it just changes the biomes. Very, very nice. Anyways, we were here to see the villagers and the villages. So let's have a look. I like the wood textures. I like that. Very nice stairs. Let's go around here. What are you? Okay, so cobblestone looks a little bit too manufactured. It's not cobbly enough for me. It's more cubic stone, really. The doors. Okay, I get a sci-fi feel from that. Okay. Definitely a cozy. I mean, the blocks here don't really mesh well together. The cobblestone to the stone don't really mesh well. But this is more of a Minecraft build. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. This is more of a Minecraft build complaint than the texture pack complaint. Because, you know, you're going to build with stuff. You'll find it yourself. Got a wandering trader here with a very jarring face. Okay. Looking like an alien. It's like the alien from American Dad with a hood on. Okay. Interesting. Got cats. Haven't changed the cats too tough. Okay. Iron Golem over here. Hello, buddy. I mean, he looks epic. Almost looks like a RoboCop style Iron Golem. I love that. Almost like he's wearing a shirt here too. That's really nice. So creatively and artistically, I like this. This is cool. Very nice. And now where are the villagers? Because obviously they're very important. We've got a villager kid there. Here we go. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Can I steal your spawn egg? Yes, thank you very much. Just grab some. Whoa. All right, so we've definitely got alien people. They've put diversity. I mean, we've got different eye colors. That's not what I'm saying for diversity. But look, he's green. He's kind of gray-blue. You got pink here. All right, to put diversity in is awesome. Well done. Well done. And you know what? The faces are harsh, but they could be a lot harsher. For photorealism, that's not bad. And the fact it's alien makes the squariness of the head feel really good. I don't actually hate this, you know, the blur is to a minimum. There is a hint of it, but the blur is to a minimum. This is not bad. You know, once you forgive the harshness of photorealism, and I know I'm saying it a lot, but you've really got to drive that home, because I'm not putting this up there with, you know, fantasy texture packs or medieval texture packs or cute texture packs. This is in a world of its own with the hyperrealism style. It's not bad. In my opinion, it's not going to be for everybody at all. I'm expecting very mixed responses down in the comments. Please do put your opinion in the comments. I would love to read what you guys are thinking. But this, in a bubble, in its own world, is not bad at all. Let's set it to nighttime and let's see what hostile mobs look like. So it's set to nighttime. There's no real change to the sky at all. There's no sun or moon. That planet is just there. I can't see a sun or a moon around at all. So I thought I'd mention that. It also doesn't feel like it changes color. Like, it hasn't gotten any darker. I almost don't feel like we need a night vision potion, but I will take one. It does get a brighter tint to it when we do that, so that's cool. So where are all the hostile mobs? Here we go. We've got zombies down here. Okay, so I've definitely seen this style of face before. He's looking like a green Red Skull from Captain America. It's a very basic outfit. No variations, just an armor set. It is a very basic zombie. And I feel like I've seen it before. I don't feel like that's unique, and if it is unique, it's very heavily inspired by other texture packs. Is there any other mobs around? And remember, we do have an arachnophobia warning in effect. Spiders will be here, so just bear in mind. I like to make the videos as accessible as possible. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but hopefully you haven't been spooked. We've got a skeleton here. Oh, we've got a Cyclops skeleton. Are you a part of the X-Men, bro? It's almost got like a face from a carved pumpkin with the one eye. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe a hint too white. You might want to go a bit eggshell, but that's nitpicking for sure. I like the eye as well, I do. Hey, I actually came into this thinking I was going to hate this, and I'm feeling very, very positive about it. I really hope it doesn't ruin anything for me. There are a few nitpicks. All right, there's a spider. Let's go and check it out. Those legs are moving like crazy right there. That's really nice, though. The detail on the back, that is really, really nice. Okay. Okay. Obviously, you got the animation of it moving as well. So where's a creeper? Now, this could make or break the texture pack. Where is a creeper? Okay, so we found a creeper. So it's gone for a standard color set. So it's going to be all in the face. Ooh, okay. Okay. Hey, I don't hate it. I don't hate that at all. And the fact that the blur is to a minimum is another bonus as well. Oh, you know what? It's about time we had a positive realism texture pack. And it's such a shame because it's realism, but futuristic. Do you know what I mean? Like, people who want realism for now. Or they seem to want realism for medieval times because, like, Minecraft obviously caters to the medieval aspects. It's more of a medieval style building game. I probably triggered a few people there. I do apologize if I did, but I hope you know what I mean. Sci-fi isn't really the Minecraft go-to, and yet this feels like it's really, really nice. I need to see what people say in the comments. I really do. Let's head out to the ocean then, and let's see what the ocean monument looks like, which on our most recent stream, I found out is the least exciting structure for people to find in Minecraft. Put some respect on an ocean monument, guys. All right, so we're over the ocean monument now. We do still have night vision potion on. So let me drink the milk bucket so we can see this effectively. Oh, it's very dark out here in the ocean, isn't it? Wow. Okay, let's get that back on. It looks awesome from upstairs, though. Let's get under the water. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so we've got that standard Y, which makes me think then, so the zombie probably was either reused or heavily inspired, because not everything here is a unique creative design. And you know what? 830 mine tokens. I'm not going to sit here and say everything has to be like a brand new design. You can take inspiration from people, and I'm more forgiving of it when we're not paying 4 digits. Obviously, you do hope that creativity rings through and that everything is a unique design. So I'm not forgiving it, like giving it a write-off or anything. I'm just saying it's definitely, it doesn't feel like it's been lifted and stolen like for like, right? Let's just put that out there. It's just the design. It's a Y shape. It gets used. Okay. We've got prismarine here, which feels quite harsh because of that hyperrealism. I also don't like the way that it's basically the same texture, or at least it feels like it might not be, but the same skin texture kind of thing as the underwater foliage. It's got the color change, very fast color change there, in fact, which is awesome. It does seem to be around your body where it's doing it, because look, we've got green up there, I've got blue down here. So maybe, it might not be a color no, it is definitely a color transition. But that color transition only takes effect around your immediate body. Okay, that's cool. And then the sea lantern, quite clean, quite digital. Okay, almost like wiring and motherboard style there. Okay. They've definitely lent on the alien world aspect more than the futuristic computers aspect, basically. But that's fine. I'm here for it. Alien worlds and that. We've got the Guardian here. Not a drastic change at all. I don't hate the color combination. I don't hate the skin. The eye looks really cool. Yeah, I like this. I do. I'm so positively enjoying this at the moment. The drowned is terrible. I'd say the drowned and the zombie are very terrible. They're too basic. They're too basic. They don't work. I don't look at the zombie and the drowned and think the same that I thought of the villager, where I was like, hey, that kind of works. This, I don't think works. And then the Guardian itself, again, just a smaller version, but it's clean. It's very high definition. It's very high quality, that Guardian. Not so much the underwater foliage, though. It's definitely not a 100% love pack. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not everything knocking out the park. There is some stuff here I don't like. There is some stuff here that are rough. But as an overall, I think you guys can tell I'm really enjoying it. Let's head underground now, and let's see what the trial chamber looks like. Okay, so we are in the trial chamber now. There's a few things that I wanted to say immediately here first. So since I've turned down the render distance, I haven't had a crash. So I was very quick to say that it crashed on me. I want to be very quick to say that I haven't had a crash since I turned down the render distance. I want to be fair. Secondly, there are such drastic changes in this world that if it ever gets outdated, it's going to ruin the immersion straight away, in my opinion. The moment you go back to having default Minecraft textures for anything in this world, it's going to look so jarring. And then lastly, I just wanted to mention as well, here we are with the futuristic computer technology blocks. You've got these blocks in the copper that look like motherboards, they look like circuit boards, they look like they're definitely for passing data. I'm glad it was here. It's almost too clean. I don't know if that's a thing, but it is almost too clean. It feels, when you look at this versus this, there does feel like there is a bit of a block, a bit of a transition that you have to get your head around. The copper just feels too artificial, maybe. And then you've got the tough. It kind of feels like how Power World is, you know. I don't like the way Power World looks. This is how hyperrealism gets to, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it looks. The copper I don't like the copper effects. Let's see what a breeze looks like. See, I like that. I like how they've toned down the wind. I like the color change. I like the eyebrows. Yeah, that I like. That's not too bad at all. But overall, I'm not liking the copper. Not liking the copper at all. Let's head to the armory now. Let's see what everything looks like, and we'll be able to find out whether or not it's updated to include the Pale Garden. All right, so we're in the armory now, and let me just take another moment to say, so transitioning from one world to the next, it crashed again, and then it took an age to load, which is very disappointing. So if the developer, if GoE-Craft is watching, or if anybody can get a message to GoE-Craft on my behalf, I have the texture pack set in the global resources. It's the only texture pack I'm using. It's on 128x. Transitioning from one world to another, so going into a world, coming out of a world, and then trying to go into another world is what caused that crash. The other crash I had was with full render distance and going into this menu and then coming out of this menu made it crash. I haven't had that issue since because I turned the render distance down. Hopefully that's enough technical information for you guys. We can see how the world is built. It's quite, I don't know, like it's quite cloudy. To be fair, the fog doesn't feel too bad now that I've turned the render distance down. I love the visibility in the water. That is really, really nice. If we go around here, so we've got the cherry blossom trees. We've got a blue slime, which looks absolutely awesome. That does look really nice. That's cool on that alien effect. And then we've got the other trees here with the colors. I'm just going to like go through. We spoke about the trees, to be honest. As long as you get to see them, that's cool. The pale oak. Yeah, oh, and look, we've got the animated leaves. We hadn't focused on that earlier. It's a very slight animation, but we do have an animated leaves. And that means the pale oak has actually been updated as well. Okay. The dark oak is here with the vines. I like the color of the vines. That's nice. The mangrove. Yeah, that looks good too. And then more of those leaf animations. It's a very slow swaying. Before we carry on then, let's head over here. The creaking. As you can see, a few more of the mobs. Got a witch here too. See, that works. Looks like a serpent person. The creaking. Oh, I like that. I like the eyes on the creaking, actually. That's nice. And we've got, is it the strays, is it? Yeah. See, as you see there, the spawn egg is in my hotbar. It doesn't load in, so that's one of the other bugs that I was talking about. But yeah, they look nice. I like those. Very creative. And the lack of blur is awesome. Okay, I'm quick to call out blur when I see it. The lack of blur is awesome. These doors look awesome. I don't like the copper though. It's too clean. It doesn't have the same color effects. These feel like they're in the world correctly. This feels like it's got a spotlight on it. It just doesn't feel good. Maybe they can be retweaked. Maybe I'm just talking out my butt. I don't know. We've got the beds, the trapdoors, and the carpets. So it's a consistent design all the way through. For the carpets and the beds, the trapdoors, not bad either. That doesn't look like that's updated. The creaking heart, that looks out of place right there. Could be broken, could be a bug. We've got the precious blocks and the ores. The ores are animated. Got a nice little glint to them. I prefer the ores to these style blocks. The block of coal, the block of raw copper, I don't like them. They are hyper-realism at their worst. The block of lapis, the block of diamond, and the block of gold feel eternal, but maybe a little bit out of place. Same with the emerald. This, the oxidized copper, yeah, I was going to say it looks like copper. We've got the ancient debris there as well. Then you've got the glass. The color on the glass is really good. The color in general, I've really liked the color in this pack. And then if we have a look here at some of these blocks just going through, the wood looks a lot better than the stone. The hyper-realism effects of the wood, like even the bamboo, look at that. That doesn't look too bad at all. What block is that? The stone brick slab looks good. So the plain stone and like those, whoops, I hit the mic, sorry. And those materials, they look nice. But it's just, I don't know, man. A lot of the, well, no, the materials look bad. The woods and stuff look good. Sorry. Coral. Blocks look nice. Okay. Sand works for me as well, you know. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. It's when we get to these blocks that I don't particularly like. I also don't like how andesite and diorite are basically the same color, but maybe builders do like that. Bricks, drastic change on the bricks. I'm not against it. Not against it. Quartz, purple. Yeah, look, this is what I just don't like this. Give me this 100 times over this. I just don't like that. I can't think of what it's called, but I just don't like it. I love this. This I could go without. Got the rest of the blocks here too. The copper, which I don't really like. And then just over here. But you can see, look, blur to a minimum. To a minimum here. Then we've got the work blocks. TNT looks amazing. The beacon looks cool. I like these. These are nice. I really like that anvil. Kind of looks like Thor's hammer a little bit. But that looks really nice. Frog lights. Definitely getting that sci-fi feel off of those. This holds the theme of the pack so well. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm an art critic at this point, but it feels so good. Then we've got the leather armor. Okay, kind of feels mechanical with the different pieces, almost like Batman's armor where bits come on and off. We've got the weapons. Now, immediately at this layer, the swords look like they're copy and paste. Very nice designs, though. The blur does come here, though. I love the armor stands as well. There's the color for you, too. Let's get up and down over here. So this, again, feels like a copy and paste of the wood sword. Maybe it's a bit thicker, but definitely the same kind of inspiration. I don't like the chainmail armor. It's not chainmail. Sorry, I'm an easy guy to fix on that. Love the planetary art, though, but they feel like they're AI generated. Which I'm not against AI generated as long as it's credited, I guess. Okay, so iron armor. No, that's a copy and paste of the leather armor. It's definitely got the same panel pieces. That's a shame. That sword is different. Is it? It feels different. Slightly different. Okay. It's heavy copy and paste, though. It is heavy copy and paste. He says, and then gets a different gold armor. Okay. It's not heavy copy and paste, but it is sort of copy and paste. You know, it's very closely inspired. I don't know. I feel like I'm waffling at that point, but they definitely feel very samey, is what I'm trying to say. This is a nice extra design, though. This is where we're starting to change it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, no, there's some changes to it. Different sword here as well. Love that blade. Gives me dark saber feel to it. The diamond color feels nice as well. And then you got the netherite armor with the kind of reinforcements there. Okay. The purple color. It feels very same and same, but it does feel nice. But it is also harsh. Is that fair? Is that a fair assumption? Like, it's not one way. It's not copy and paste, but it's not wholly unique. It's not super Minecraft. It's very rough. I don't know. I hope this is helping you guys make a decision. I like the wings. The wings are nice. That trident looks awesome. Also feels quite 3D there. That's nice. I like that. The shield works. Very good. The carved pumpkin. Oh, it keeps the pumpkin effect there with, like, again, the infestation feeling. Okay. Love that mace. That mace is nice. The armored, or what is it, heavy core, sorry. Good change. I didn't really want to draw too much attention to it, but the bundles are broken. They are very broken. Can I get up and over here? See it here as well. So they look more like satchel bags, but they're very broken, which is a shame. Let's grab... Nope, put that down. Thank you. Let's grab you. Let's put the carved pumpkin on. There we go. So this is what it looks like when we're wearing it. This is what it looks like inside. Oh, there is some pixelization and blur to this. Visibility very difficult as well. But okay, I like that the pumpkin keeps that pumpkin design. That's cool. Let's put this back. And then the last thing to check... If we go into survival mode, I can't push the button. There we go. Thank you. We get blue hearts and blue apples. Okay, it keeps a blue theme. Fair dues. I'm trying to jump and fly in survival. Can we please? I'm having a mare. There we go. Give me that back. Thank you. Okay. So, in terms of the world, I definitely rambled so far. I have in this section. Because it is harsh. And it isn't for everybody. But it isn't bad, in my opinion. And you tell people something is good and they're going to be like, no, this is terrible. It doesn't look anything like Conquest. It doesn't look anything like Legendary. It doesn't look anything like Kingdoms. So you have to qualify it. It's good for a hyper realism pack. I do not put this in my top 10, but I do respect it. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's coming through on my rambles. Let's head back to the main world, and let's go to the Nether now. All right, so into the Nether we go, and wow, that back screen looks very blurry on my screen. Ooh, okay. Okay, we are definitely in an alien world. Oh, I was crouched down. I was like, why is everything massive? Okay, that makes sense. Let's break this. Let's break it. Oh, we've got animated Nether wart. That looks like blood under a microscope. That's crazy. The Nether portal is a very fast animation. I would suggest slowing that down slightly. This has just been straight up, like 100 miles per hour as soon as we get to the Nether. Let's spin in the stuff. Okay, so Netherrack. This is Netherrack, right? Before I make a claim. Netherrack, dark, not red. Interesting change. Okay, I can get behind that. I can. The red biome, very bright. I don't have night vision potion on. It's a very bright red, for sure, for sure. I love the little alien stuff on the trees. I love the fact that Nether wart is animated as well. It's bubbly, it's creepy, it's awesome. That is cool. If we look around the world, I mean, there's a fortress. That's good. We won't have to travel too far. It feels different to Minecraft. I'm feeling very slightly out of my comfort zone, and I love it. I do. The fire textures, I don't know if that's because of my render distance that I've turned down, but you have to get proper close to these for them to start spinning. That doesn't feel right. If we step in it as well, it's quite high fire, but it's not a PvP pack, so that's fine. I don't like that. The Nether quartz being a completely different color to the Netherrack. Very weird design choice. I don't like that. Let's fly around a bit more and just see what happens. So we've got, is this a piglin or a zombie? We've got a zombie piglin here. Okay. No greens on it. Changing that a bit. Hey, that's not against, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. It doesn't look bad. Okay. We're definitely changing a lot. It's very jarring. We've got a strider here. The eyes on that strider are terrible. We're putting you in with the cow. I'm afraid that your eyes are, and the pig. Your eyes are not great. I'm so sorry. Go around here then. Just look at that though. The way the red tint comes in, the fog. I can live with that. We're going to get to the fortress now. Okay, I don't like the Nether bricks. I wanted to see them in effect. I don't like them. I'm not a photorealism or an ultra realism or a hyper realism guy. The whoa, okay. So here, I really like the blaze. That bit. I like that. As soon as he turns around, he looks like Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool from the Wolverine film that we're not allowed to talk about anymore. The eyes are just jarring. I don't like the eyes, but that mob design was so nice. Go over here, we've got a wither skeleton. Okay, so it's just a flip of a skeleton. Really, it feels very Terminator-y. The one eye there as well. Okay. Got hoglins here, just to show them off. Loving the hair, loving the foliage here too. We need a ghast. We can't carry on without a ghast. So to find a ghast, we're in the Soul Sand Valley and oh no. Again here, awesome design. Turns around, Voldemort. Voldemort with no eyelids. Eyes are just not a strong point here. Let's get the wither to spawn. But again, it's like I'd give it 80% satisfactory rate so far. Oh, soul sand looks nice. Let's get the wither here. Alright, so the wither is spawning in. And the wither feels quite basic. Understated, maybe. Gruesome face. Like the design of the face and how the face is looking. Gruesome mouth. I like the purple of the eyes. It just feels a bit understated, which isn't bad. Just I feel like it could be a lot more. So it's not disappointing in how it's implemented. It's disappointing in potential, maybe. But okay, interesting enough. Let's head to the end now, and let's see what the Ender Dragon and Enderman look like. Alright, so into the end we go. And you know what? I like that. I like that. That works for me. It's not so digital. It's not so like artificial as this. This feels artificial. This feels a bit more natural. It's all in the lighting, I think. But that, yeah, that looks all right. The Enderman. I mean, after we've seen the sheep, the Enderman feels less scaly and more woolly, and then has really bad eyes. That's a shame. If we go over here, in a big reveal, where is the Ender Dragon? Ooh. Ooh, the purple design is nice. The two-tone, the black and purple. Can we get her to come down? Come on your perch, please. Here we go. Get in here and have a look. Scaly effect. A bit up close, or up close, it is a bit jarring. But from afar, that purple and black tint is really nice. But once you get up close and you see the scales, the photorealism added in, and how it transitions, it loses a bit of its luster. But you know what? Again, about 80% satisfaction rate. And then if we go over here, we've got the shulker. It's a nice design. Spawn, can we open up? Ooh, and there's the alien inside. The alien inside is good. That's nice. I like that. I like that. Let's head over to the ancient city and let's see what the Warden looks like, and then I can give my final score. Alright, so into the ancient city we are now, and okay. The blue color's quite nice. It does have that digital technology feel to it again, that motherboard passing data across feel with the skulk, which, I don't know, maybe that does make sense, maybe it doesn't. I'm not feeling gothic from here, which is good, because the ancient city always feels gothic, and if we're going to be in a realism sci-fi world, I don't want gothic. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Again, I love that kind of purple tint off into the distance as well. I like the blue. Yeah, the blue really works well. Let's get the Warden out here. Alright, so the Warden should be about to spawn. There we go. Very loud. Very loud in my ear, so sorry if I started shouting there. Let's get over here. Oh, okay. Now, this is the biggest change, I think. Obviously, the Ender Dragon had some color changes. This has design changes, not model changes, but design changes, color changes, and still keeps that Warden feel. I like it. I do. An alien Warden, good colors. They've tried to be photorealistic, which kind of on that bend across the arm doesn't really work. But I like it more than I don't. This has been such a difficult texture pack, do you know that? Because every part of me is saying, Daz, you don't like hyperrealism. You don't like photorealism. You don't like how this block looks. But then every other part of me is like, but it's so creative. It's so... what's the word? Like, it's so artistic. It's so unique in what we're seeing. And they've stuck to their theme. And I think they've done really, really well there. And then, so in terms of what score do I give it? I said a few times, 80% satisfaction rate. And so I think, let me just say, if all texture packs were rated equally, right? If we were going to put a list of, it doesn't matter what the theme is, it doesn't matter what the target audience is, every texture pack is rated exactly the same metric, I'd probably give this a 6 out of 10 because of how harsh some of the textures look, because of how weird some of the textures feel and how artificial some of them feel, and then also you got the crashes that happen. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10, but that's not how I rate texture packs. So taking into consideration who the audience is, taking into consideration what the theme is, taking into consideration what type of texture pack this is, a realistic ultra hyper photorealism texture pack, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I am. This is one of the better realism or photorealism texture packs that we get, because it even can't be judged like a realism texture pack because it's got the sci-fi element to it. So it's like, it's a sci-fi pack with realistic tendencies. It's such a difficult pack to rate, but I'm going to stick with an 8 out of 10. I think it's stronger. I think for its target audience, people will like it. And that's where you guys come in. So First of all, if you liked this video, please do hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. I am aware I rambled quite a bit, but I feel like it's because I was trying to add quite a lot of context to what I was saying, and it probably sounded a lot more mishmash and messed up than usual. But if you like ultra hyper photorealistic texture packs, get down in the comments and tell me, do you like this pack? Why do you like it? Do you not like this texture pack? Why don't you like it? Give me your insight as the expert that you are in this field of texture packs. And then if you just watch the video, give me your opinion and feedback in general, even if you don't like or do like hyper realism texture packs. I'd love to know. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. At the end of this, we had 3 crashes and we turned our render distance down. That helped quite a bit with the actual in-game experience. So I hope that helps you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace.